CLL is a method for 2x2 that's faster than the Ortega method, but not as fast as the EG method. If you want to learn those, links are in the description. I'll be showing you an example of what a CLL solve looks like. So the first step is to see which layer is mostly done, like white, and then finish off that layer, and all the side colors here have to also be correct. That's what makes it one layer. Then what you do is look at the OLL as well as some combination of stickers, for example, these, and then figure out exactly what to do to solve the last layer in one algorithm. And I'm going to be focusing on only the last layer algorithms in this video, and there are 42 algorithms. If you want to see first layer examples, then check out this video. So before we get into the video, you're going to be seeing algorithms like this one. So you might be thinking, I don't want to do L moves. You always give me the advice of picking R move algorithms. Now on 2x2, that's not always true because this algorithm can be rewritten as this. And if you want to see how this one is done, it is done like this. That is exactly the same. So on 2x2, R moves, L moves, they're all the same thing. What really matters is, do your thumbs start on the front, and are there any regrips? So it doesn't matter if I write it like this or write it like this, you should be able to judge for yourself whether or not this is a good algorithm based on those things. I'll be showing the cases with the white layer already done, so the last layer color is yellow, but you should be able to be color neutral and do this on any color. For this OLL with bar on front and bar on the back, I look at all of the top layer colors and look for patterns there. Anytime I say bars, I mean two of the same colors touching. So if we have vertical bars here like this, then the algorithm is like this. To avoid the regrip, you could do it a bit differently like this. Now if the two bars are horizontal, you do this. If there's one horizontal bar aligned with this one, then hold it here and do this. If there's one bar like this that doesn't align with this one, then hold it here. For the Sune cases where there's one sticker up and the rest are not, then I look at this one, and this one. If you do that, you can recognize from this angle, and this angle, but not this angle because you can't see those three stickers. You can't see this one back here. So from this angle, there's actually these three you can use, but in this video, I'm just talking about these three. So you can figure out these if you want, but I'm just going to talk about these. If these two are opposite and this one is not, if these two are the same and this one's not opposite, if the outer two are the same and the middle one is opposite, if these two are the same and this one is opposite, if the outer two are opposite and this one is not, if the outer two are the same and this one is not opposite, the alg I use is not that great, but I'll list some other ones as well. For Sune and Antisune, the recognition are the same. So for this one, I would just look at this one, and this one. So it's just mirrored of the other one. So if the two side colors are opposite and this one is not, if the two side colors are the same and this one is not, if the two outer colors match and this one's opposite, if these two are the same and this one is opposite, if the outer two are opposite and this one is not, if the outer two are the same and this one's not opposite, then the one that I use is not that great, but I'll list some other ones after this as well. For the TOLL, where these two are up and these two point in opposite directions, what people tend to do is recognize from these two and these two, which can be easy from this angle or this angle or this angle, but you can't see it from the back. And also you have to look at 4 stickers at once, which can be a little harder than looking at 3. So you can recognize from this angle, but I think the primary angle you should use is this one and these two. Or you could use the other side, which is this one and these two, and either way, it's going to usually be the same pattern. If these two match and this one's not opposite, then the other side will look exactly the same. So from here, you do this. If these two match and this one is opposite, if these two are opposite and this one is not, if the outer two are the same and this one is opposite, if the outer two are the same and this one's not opposite, then this will actually look different from the other side. From the other side, it will look opposite with this one not opposite. So you hold it on the side that looks the same and do this. If these two are opposite and this one is not, it's just the mirror of the other case where you face this side and now they're the same, and you do the mirror of that algorithm. For the UOLL cases where there's this bar and this bar, then the recognition is exactly the same for T. You could use these 4 stickers, but I think it's better to use these 3. And again, most of the recognition will work from this side or from the other side. If these two are the same and this one's opposite, if these two are the same and this one is opposite, if these two are opposite and this one is not, if these two are the same and this one is not opposite, if these two are opposite and this one is not, now from the other angle, this is the one that looks different. From this angle, these two are the same and this one is not. So for recognition, just keep that in mind. If you see opposites here, or if you saw it from this angle and you saw the same, then they are the same case. If these two are the same and this one's not opposite, then again, from the other side, this one will be opposites followed by not opposite. And so just keep in mind that if you see this here or if you see this here, then they are the same case. For the L cases where there's this, how I recognize it is from this one, and this one. But this can only be used if you can see the sticker, so it works from this side and also this side, but not from the back. So I can also recognize from this side, but in this video, I'll focus on these 3. If these two are opposite and this one is not, if these two are the same and this one's not opposite, if these two are the same and this one is opposite, if these two are opposite and this one is not, if these two are the same and this one's not opposite, if these two are the same and this one is opposite, for the pi OLL, where there are these two facing opposite ways and a bar here, I look for the 4 stickers on top. So if these match and these are not opposite to these, if this side matches and these are not opposite to these, if there are 2 bars like this, if the diagonals match like this. If there's only one diagonal, that includes the piece of this one facing you. If there's only one diagonal and it doesn't include this piece facing you. So with EG, you don't have to make the first layer, you only have to make one side. So in this case, for white, it's looking almost really good, but we can insert this one here and it's not quite right. However, that's okay, we just insert this one into here. And that makes our first side. And then now we do the rest of the cube in just one algorithm. And so making this face only took 5 moves, and often that will be the case. And for 5 moves, it's a lot easier to predict what the last layer is going to be versus CLL, which takes more moves. For last layer, you recognize it the same way you would for CLL, so this is a TOLL, and these two are opposite, this one is not. And so you just do one algorithm that also solves the bottom at the same time. So CLL has 2 steps and EG also has 2 steps, but there's a difference because EG's first step is very short and sometimes you can predict what the second step is going to be. And if you can predict the last step of the solve, then essentially that means you've one-looked the solve. For CLL, that's often really hard to do in 15 seconds of inspection because the first layer can be really hard to plan. So if you want to get better at first layer, then check out the example solves video here. And if you want to get even better at 2x2, like consistently sub 3 seconds, then check out the EG method. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.